Dr. Haber!
Do you need any help down there?
Nah, I'm good.
You're okay. Just grab that bush. Over there. That's it.
Are you okay?
Here, thanks.
You got to be careful up here. It's pretty rugged country.
The owner shows up. Call the station.
Sure. Yeah, it looks like it's been abandoned near the sun. Haber. Haber. Okay, thanks. I'll call the city copper search. They're sending your car around to door knock that doctor's address.
Thanks, Rosa. Let me know as soon as you hear back from them.
You secure the car?
I left a forestry officer with it.
We'll get Scooter to slow it down. You look like you need a coffee. Brett, you can do the paperwork on this one.
You love him.
Brett's dirty, he didn't get the job.
Really?
Well, paper things here a bit different to what you used to.
How do you know what I'm used to?
Adrenaline, for one thing.
Maybe I'm looking forward to the change of pace.
You're going to need to be a team player. But you're also an outsider. I mean, look at me. I've been here for nearly 50 years. I'm still that Irish blow-in.
Okay, Dr. Haber and his wife didn't let it work. Both sons aren't at school. Yeah, go on. I'll take it back.
Please, anyone home?
Okay, it's up on the Summit Road. What the prices of that board match the pumps today, Scooter?
It's just going to do is simple.
2 days to go, old man.
Counting them down, Maddie. Counting them down.
I'm going to miss your heat, Sam.
Ah, Jesus, Bernice, I'm not dying.
Any more advice?
Don't try to do everything on your own. And don't go out of your way trying to please any of those ingrates. Learn to pick your battles.
Hello. G'day. Double espresso, no sugar. Thank you.
Circus is in town?
4-wheel drive club. Can't complain. Ooh, you're just in time for the footy.
In case you haven't noticed, Thames Chief Barista and unofficial mayor this time.
It's good to have a breath of fresh air. Not that we won't miss them.
Christ, everyone's talking like I'm in the grave.
You're so going to love it here. This is God's country.
Even for godless bastards like me.
Find anything?
Dr. Patrick Haber is a suspect in the murder of his wife and 2 sons. He's now approximately 8 hours missing. Our suspect is a despondent, so we will prioritise the downward slopes to the northeast.
No, you're wrong. I reckon he's heading west. That's what his tracks suggest.
Owen Cooper, ex-forestry. Nobody knows this country like he does.
Well, I think we'll stay with the science. All right, let's get to work.
Space Station to 13, Jules down people. We'll suspend until first light, and we will continue searching overnight using SNIR.
Beautiful boy. Right. Real shoulder. A bit restless, mate. I'm missing home. So as if you
You're talking to your horse again.
Yeah, I'm getting more love from Archie than from you know who.
How's he feeling?
Ah, he's gonna love it. All the space up here. What's that? An owl? They're still searching for him.
How can he do something so awful?
Assholes like that. They've always got excuses. Stress at work, kids that hate you.
Oh, shouldn't be worried. Come on, dinner.
I'll be in a sec. Let's put his blanket on. Mm. Your flyer looks great.
I was going to go into Mansfield tomorrow. Hands him around.
Yeah, the shopping centre's got a community notice board.
Of course it does.
And how was your day, Kira?
Started off with a dead sheep with its guts hanging out. Went down here from there. Just got sacked.
Dead sheep? What dead sheep?
One of them from next door.
What'd you do with it?
Where do you think the chops came from? Grant took it off. He's pretty cut up. Thinks he's got a problem with wild dogs.
I'm turning vegetarian.
Her life revolves around her friends, and we ripped that all away.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to keep her safe. Both of you.
He's in jail. Can't hurt us.
It's not Lee Schaefer, it's his bloody old man.
You did your job. I'm proud of you.
I don't know what you've given up to come here.
She'll come round. Eventually.
Stay here.
Someone's shooting. Eddie, what if it's Schaefer?
Stay put, both of you. Stay away from the windows.
Not good for the waistline. All the blood pressure. Mind you, now there's confronting spotlighters in the middle of the bloody night.
You just ignore gunshots outside your house, do you?
Sounds like the Masons to me. Two brothers, Nash and Liam. Lived down the old Sawmill Road. Got a pain in my spleen for donkeys.
What are we talking? 2 heads and a banjo?
Ring barking deer's their little hobby. They don't give two shits about the law.
Yeah, maybe they're just used to getting away with it.
Hey, boss, got a sec?
What are they, Sarge? We've got a fellow over here who claims to have some information on our missing man.
And?
Oh, wouldn't tell me. He's the man to speak to the new sergeant.
He's all yours.
Thank you.
My name's Damien, Damien Stark.
You have some information on the men we're looking for?
You need to be looking near water. A river. Actually, 2 rivers where they converge. Or maybe creeks.
Have you seen him? Can you point to where?
Oh no, I haven't seen him. Not actually. It was more like a vision. I have them sometimes.
What, visions?
I know it's hard to believe. It took me a very long time to believe it myself. It was just after I saw the news on the television last night about this man, I saw it. 2 rivers or creeks coming together. Now, I'm absolutely certain that's where he is.
Are you a friend of Senior Constable Sweet?
Sweet. Oh, no. No way.
Okay, just take a seat.
Sergeant, I want you down in Broken Ridge organising supplies. I've got enough manpower. I need someone with your skill set off mountain running logistics.
Pull up the dog. I said, call him up.
Tony, get out of it.
What's the blood from?
Hey,
I'm Sergeant Whitford. Thought I'd stop in and introduce myself.
Nash. That's Liam.
You boys been out hunting? Where'd the deer come from?
That's a special breed. Around here we call them sheep.
I didn't see sheep in your paddocks.
We don't run them. Livestock brings disease.
So did you get it like this from the butcher?
We got it off Brian Harris. He runs a farm between here and Mansfield. We work for him.
And he pays you in mutton.
We get anything the feral dogs get at first.
Got a nice collection on your fence. Like Christmas decorations.
Old dogs are a scourge.
You know what else is a scourge? I just learned about this. Ring barker. I thought that was something you did to trees. But these heroes, they shoot a deer just to cut its head off and leave the meat to rot. They're after the antlers, I guess. Flash rig. Looks pretty familiar. Just missing an ass. I could fire up, but none of the businesses I went into were looking for bookkeepers. Do you hear me? Oh, it's not like there's any urgency.
Yeah, then on work. What else are you going to do here?
intelligent lady. I'm sure you'll find lots of things.
Uh-huh.
Well, who'd have thought I'd...
And our daughter Kira.
Yeah? Helen? Can't tell you how great it is to meet you. You must be very proud of this woman.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
I'll grab some drinks. Come on, Kate.
Nice family.
Thank you. Any luck with Haber?
Wouldn't be surprised if they never found the book.
I spent the afternoon looking over the missing person files. 12 months ago, a bloke in a Volvo, Michael Novak, breaks down on Timbertop, never seen again. 4 months ago, a woman from Mentone, Jean Grierson, hiking on the Buller to Stirling Trail, just vanishes into thin air.
City folk.
That's 3 people now, missing within a 40k radius in the space of a year. In the city, we call that a pattern.
Up here, it's back to left.
All right, quiet. Thank you. Come on, better shush. Come on, everyone.
Shit.
Who's that?
Brian bloody Harris.
Boy, can you just shut up for a second? All right. I'm not here to make a speech. No, not here to give a speech. But now, look, I would like to welcome everyone to Sam Dyson's retirement batch. Yes. Now, look, as proud president of the Alpine Cattlemen's Association, well, it's been my duty to work hand in glove with the local constabulary. Now, Sam and I don't always see eye to eye.
Understatement of the
But look, wouldn't
century.
it be fair to say that we have the utmost respect for each other?
Huh?
Yes, as a measure of that respect, bars on me tonight. Beer and wine only. Beer and wine only. Thank you.
Very generous. Is that his wife?
Claire.
She doesn't look too happy about it.
Hey, Sammy, come on, you give us a speech, mate.
All right, we'll keep it short and sweet. Now that he's pal, I don't want to cut into our drinking time. 40 years. It's a long time. It's been mostly a privilege. Occasionally a penance. There's things I'll miss and there's things I won't. You'll be glad to know I've left you all in good hands. I want you to make Sergeant Whitford feel right at home. Believe me, you're lucky to have her. As for me, you'll find me in the Delatite chasing the big bastard. If anybody does interrupt me, I want you to come armed with a 6-pack or a very expensive bottle of whiskey. Or preferably both. Cheers, thank you. Thank you.
Where are you going?
Like I hear socks, so we can see you.
Hello?
Owen and Cooper, you're up at the search?
Yeah, not anymore. Crib's going to house too.
Do you still think they're looking in the wrong direction?
It doesn't matter what I think.
Ex-forestry, is it? What do you do now?
I take cashed out tourists on remote treks through the high country for spectacular selfies.
It is spectacular. And the sounds, wow. It's off-putting, almost.
Well, country can do that too. When the time's right, you'll hear it.
See, I won't worry for nothing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, you take the bus, right?
Yep. That's the excuse of the school. What's that?
Vodka and passion fruit.
Very good. Oh!
You got 2 mums, don't you?
Yeah, so what?
One of them's black,
Her dad was.
Who's your missus, Ben? She's not my missus.
But if I was it to you?
Must be a noob. Ben Cooper's a gimp.
And you're obviously a dick.
She's the new cop's daughter. Yeah. Fuck off.
But if I am, you really think she's gonna give a shit about some redneck stoner? I wanna go home, Mom. I hate it here. I just want to die. I do. I wish I was dead.
Scaling device. We've completed a switch to solid coordinates. No sign of the suspect. We're shifting our focus to the eastern slope. Base, copy that.
You said, why not the search?
Oh, I got a pass from the boss. Cora Day. Keep a brief to type up. We've got Damien Stark out here. And he wants to speak to you and he seems pretty insistent.
Is he a mate of yours?
It's no mate of mine.
Sergeant, please, I just need a few minutes of your time.
What is it, Mr. Stark? Okay. Is this your...
I can't sleep. I can't focus. This is literally consuming me. Now, a person's life is at stake, and I feel like you have a civic duty to at least listen to what I have to say.
Okay. All right, I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Now this image, right, this place, I don't know where it is, but I know that it's important, and it's not just the place. I think you might be riding a black horse.
A black horse.
I don't know why, but I keep getting black horse, black horse, black horse, black horse. And I keep hearing bells, or what sounds like bells going off around it, like it could be near a church. No, that doesn't make any sense. It could be near a church. But there are definitely bells, and they're going off all around him. And I keep seeing... I keep seeing a mouth, right? Like a gaping mouth. I mean, it's not a mouth, but it looks like a mouth. Right? A mouth in a face. More like an open grave. Or maybe a cave. No, it's a face. It's definitely a face.
Okay. Well, I'll look into it. Everything.
Will you? Will you really?
Sure.
Good. Right, no, that's great. All right. I feel a lot better now. You can keep that.
Thanks. What the hell is this guy's story?
You're gonna have to ask Sam that.
Doors open.
Damien Stark.
Tea?
Yes, thank
One of the kids from the school, a boy called Luke Sampson, went missing. Just up and vanished one day. About a week into the search, Damien Stark comes forward, claiming to have had a vision. He started talking about seeing a deep hole in the ground like a pit, hearing the rusty creak of the windmill. Said we'd find Luke with something around his face, like a handkerchief. I ignored him. And a month later, Luke's body was found at the bottom of an old uncountable mine shaft. Right beside a windmill, creaking in the wind. His eyes were covered with a blindfold.
The detail. Damien did it.
What other explanation is there? I should believe all this psychic horseshit.
Why didn't you arrest him?
DPP refused. No physical evidence, no DNA. The coroner determined that he was stabbed. We never found the knife.
Was the boy sexually assaulted?
Oh, my Christ. The theory was it was more of a thrill kill.
I didn't see this Luke Sampson file. It's not in the pending cases. Has homicide shut the door on it?
5 years ago, I made a pledge to Luke's mother. And I'd catch the monster who did this. Past few years, I've been, well, been stretched pretty thin. So, now that I'm retired, I'm going to commit 100% of my time to fulfilling that promise.
Hello?
You must be Helen.
Rose.
You found us okay?
Yeah, been off the beaten track.
Come on into the house. Seeing your flyer in Mansfield was a godsend. I've got no head for figures. So I'm afraid my books are in a bit of a state. You might take one look at them and flee for the hills. Yes, that is me. Quite a bit younger, a bit more toned. What do you think of it?
Oh, sorry. No, it's lovely.
What do you really think of it?
It's just I'm not sure whether composition's a bit
I agree. You an artist?
No. I know it's read a few books.
Stay there. I'll just get rid of these and get you my accounts book.
Come on, we're going back to the city, all right? Don't make me angry. You get in the car. Get in the car.
Let her go now.
What are you going to do, you crazy old bitch?
Next, it's your balls. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. You look after her.
Who was that?
Oh, my niece's ex. I doubt he'll be back anytime soon. So, you want the job?
away, I'm busy.
Whatever you're trying to pull with Sergeant Whitford, it won't work. Your number of days as a free citizen is dwindling, Damien. And just because I've retired does not mean that you're off the hook. I know what you are. And I'm not going to rest until you pay for what you did to Luke Sampson. You sick fuck. I'm going to get you.
He was dragging her to his car. I mean, this poor girl's just terrified. And then Rose comes charging out of the house with the biggest shotgun you've ever seen. Well, I've ever seen. And then this guy, he makes the near fatal mistake of goading her. So she fires the gun into the air and he shoots herself. And then she points it at his balls. Should have seen his face. Oh, this feels familiar.
Sorry. It's just,
What?
Mama.
Come on. Talk to me.
I feel like a rookie, having to prove myself all over again. Cripps is a real prick. And there's this whole Haber thing. You know, whatever personal crap he was dealing with, he made his family the victims of. And so have I.
Well, at least you haven't buried us in the backyard.
Yet.
Oh.
So you pull up. Almost ready.
Sam told me, babe, son, can I just say I am so sorry, Tammy.
Double espresso, no sugar.
Hey, Reza. Whereabouts? Yeah, fine. I'm all right.
I'll be one sec.
Oh boy.
I reckon the camp was attacked last night by some kind of wild animal. He goes through this route.
What sort of wild animal?
The girl thinks he's a grizzly. Yeah. Could have been Yowie. You know, like with Bigfoot? Not that I ever believed in Yowie, personally, I don't think they're real.
This is west of Haber's last known position. The direction all people think he was going. Let's check it out.
Emergency, paging Dr. Beat. Emergency, paging Dr. Beat.
Whoa. Are they Havers?
I'll continue west. Take the path to the south. Don't be a hero. If you see anything, buzz the radio. Okay?
Maybe one day I might get myself to be posh again, you know? Oh.
Reza! 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 What happened?
Someone Whack me with the branch. He grabbed my gun. It up my arm.
Stay here.
Good evening. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. That's great. You know, I sometimes need to hurry up and get my ass in gear and all that, you know.
Dr. Haber, I need you to put the gun down and turn around. Just slowly put the gun on the ground, and then I can get you some help. But first, I need you to put the gun down.
Put the gun down and pick up your goodie bag.
Dr. Haber,
I killed them. My wife.
Oh, he killed his wife. That's terrible.
My beautiful boys. I killed them all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
why did you do that?
I was so ashamed.
Please, put the gun down.
You don't understand. You don't know what's happening here.
Put the gun down and we can...
No.
Put the gun down now or I will shoot you.
It's not over.
I'm going to take Reza back. He's got to do his reports.
Keep an eye on him.
Yeah. But I can give you a ride back too.
This phone is shit. Fuck it. Can you hear that? Oh, fuck it. I can't talk to my mum or my brother like that. Fucking hell. And gift gas, you're ripping me off. I put 20 quid on this yesterday and I'm down to 4 quid. Fucking gift gas, you better sort your brain out because I'm pissed off with you. You're rubbish. You're fucking shit. Curry's PC World, right? Do not even bother with them because they will send you, they will let you buy a load of rubbish. A JVC telly, right? It lasted about 2 years and loads of lines all over it, right? And I complained about it. I said, look, I want my money back, you know. And they offered me 100 quid and I paid $2.39 for it, I think it was. And I said to them, look, you better do better than that, really. And we got some 176 and I kind of accepted it. I said, that's fine, right? Take the fucking telly away, will you? And then it was a bloody printer, right? But with issues, I replaced it about 2 or 3 times, and fucking, it was so shit. I was so pissed off of it. I thought, well, give him my money back, will you? Take this rubbish away. I mean, Christ, you know. And what we got now? We got this bloody phone. I paid about 65 quid for this phone from Curry's, right? And it's rubbish. You know, it's terrible. I've changed that twice, maybe 3 times, right? And already it's another situation where it needs to be replaced or taken away. I mean, I can't even hear anything really. You know, it's crackle, crackle, crackle. It's going bananas, right? It's a Panasonic cordless phone. Right, I paid about 65 quid for it. It was a creation account with creation and all that. I bought myself a few items: a JVC telly, a printer, a computer, and also a microwave and a phone. Yeah. The phone is rubbish. The TV was rubbish. The printer was rubbish. The Zanussi microwave is okay. That's fine. This HP 3-in-1 computer, it's not too bad. It's all right. I'm kind of accepting it. There is an issue which I'd rather get it sorted if I can. But I do use it all the time. So I'm actually not going to do nothing with it. I'm just going to keep it and just keep going live all the time. You know, I do this because I'll tell you why I do this. Because it started about 2004. When the NHS started coming around my house, because my mother went to Desborough House and spoke to an old lady, and the old lady said, "Get in the ambulance, Gordon." And I was sectioned in Mabry Lodge the first time in my life, right? After I'd been the piano man and all that, and the family friend and everything. After that, I was actually sectioned by my mother. Now my mother, well, she was a jealous woman, and she did allow my brother Mark White to be a drug dealer, and all my other brothers smoking drugs in my mum's house and that. And I was too busy selling pianos all over the country, and dropping into mothers and to see how she is and all that. So it did really piss me off. It annoyed me so much when I got sectioned. I could not believe it. You know, I was separated with my partner. And what it was, my daughter lived with me down in Lowford, and me and my daughter were actually going to the boot sales and stuff like that. And we were going to Lordshill to see families and all that. Kim dating with her 5 children, we all went up to Derby to see their dad and everything. Let's see what else. Well, I mean, I was doing the best I could for as many people as possible. I helped Carol Flood, dear old lady, took her to the Royal Science Hospital and sat with her in Sainsbury's cafes and subways and that sort of stuff. I was like, a personal driver, for that woman, a dear old lady, crying all the time. And her son, Steve Flood, was taking money out of her purse and going to the bookies. He was also selling drugs. When his mum lost her house, she got moved into Neptune Court, and well, there was Steve, in that place with her in a 1-bedroom place, right? A warden control place, right? And what did we have? We had an old man coming to Carol's door, tapping the door and saying, "Hello, Steve. I've got that money for the drugs you sell." I couldn't believe it. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah.
The judge throws out the case against him over the fatal shooting of a filmmaker. England's footballers arrive in Berlin on the eve of tomorrow's Euro 2024 final against Spain.
We have to make it happen tomorrow.
You got to make it happen. I'll tell you what I got to do. I've got to make it happen that we actually say no to football on the telly and radio. This is absolute madness. I can't believe it.
And checkmate. First Wimbledon singles title for Barbara Krejcik.
Tennis is fine. Yeah, that's great. I mean, they don't go too crazy. I mean, it's nice to watch. It's great. I got my tennis rackets down there. It's my tennis racket.
Good evening. At least 90 Palestinians have been killed in an Israeli airstrike near Khan Yunis in Gaza.
And if you want to play ball, we can play baseball, or rounders, or cricket, or whatever. I mean, no, not cricket. This is not a cricket bat. This is my baseball bat.
Al-Mawasi, where the Israeli military had urged displaced Palestinians to seek shelter. Well, Israel says it was targeting Hamas military commanders, but it says it cannot confirm whether or not they were killed. Fergal Keane reports now from Jerusalem, and just a warning, his report does contain some disturbing details from the start.
The Israelis told them they would be safe here. They bombed Al-Mawasi, killing scores. wounding hundreds, saying they targeted your Hamas leaders hiding among civilians.
We were sitting in the tent, nothing was happening. Suddenly a rocket fell. Children were in pieces. Look at us, world. Have some feelings.
This is crazy. This war is mad. It's really mad.
Littered with casualties.
I just wish I could get everyone to wear a family friend cap. A cap that says family friend. If everyone was wearing a cap like that, maybe we might, relax the situation and calm down. People might become friendly. You never know.
The bombs blasted through concrete and flimsy shelters and into the bodies of human beings. What do they look like? Asks Mohammed Sakr. In pieces and cut up. You find heads and hands here and there. You find feet. It was an ugly image. This is the man Israel says was its main target, Hamas military chief Mohammed Daif, accused of masterminding the October 7th attacks, which killed nearly 1,200 Israelis and saw hundreds more taken hostage. His fate and that of his deputy is unclear. Tonight, Israel's leader said he'd approved the attack in advance.
There is still no absolute certainty that the two were eliminated, but I assure you that we will get to all of the Hamas leadership, one way or another.
Osama Ahmad's father was one of those killed today, a rescue worker. I only saw you this morning, he says. But gone all such mornings. And what faith here now in Israel's promise of a safe zone. Fergal Keane, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. I remember talking about Jerusalem when I was a kid. I was at school and I was talking about Jesus and Mary.
Israeli Prime Minister saying they're not sure actually they even got their
time. I've never ever thought it'd be like this.
Yes, I think the size of this strike and the number of casualties, including reportedly many children, are likely to raise fresh international questions over where and how Israel targets Hamas leaders. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu a short while ago gave a press conference and he said he'd authorized the attack after asking military chiefs 3 questions. He wanted to know if there were any Israeli hostages in the area, what kind of weapons would be used, and also what he called what the collateral damage would be. There was no reference in that press conference to the 90 people reported dead, and none of the local Israeli media raised it either. But it is likely to be raised as a question outside Israel, a question about the civilian toll exacted in a strike against 2 military targets.
Lucy, thank you very much indeed. Lucy Williamson reporting. Here, a man has been arrested on suspicion of murder after human remains were found in 2 suitcases at the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol. The 34-year-old man was detained by armed police at Bristol Templemead Station in the early hours of this morning. Police say the remains found in the luggage and also at a flat in Shepherd's Bush in London were those of 2 men. The lawyer for relatives of a cinematographer shot dead by Hollywood star Alec Baldwin on a film set has condemned the decision to dismiss the case against him. A judge in New Mexico abandoned his trial because the prosecution had withheld key evidence from Mr. Baldwin's defense team. But a lawyer for the family of Helena Hutchins is disappointed with the ruling.
The court's decision is not a decision on the merits of the criminal case against him. It does not change the fact that Alec Baldwin killed Helena Hutchins on the set of Rust.
Football now, and the England manager Gareth Southgate says his players can bring happiness to the nation if they
I don't think so.
Tomorrow night.
You call that happiness? I would call it chaos, absolute madness, elation everywhere. People going crazy over football. Look at this. I mean,
in Berlin,
All day, England fans flock to the German capital for what they hope will be the experience of a lifetime. And for some of those arriving,
You're just acting like a twat, mate. You know what I mean? Fucking football is just a ball, you know what I mean? And you're acting like a fucking idiot.
A lot of money. We're talking thousands?
Yeah, tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. Wow.
I'm here with my family, and it means the world to be here.
Yeah, well, get a piano and start playing piano and take your head away from that shit. Football is fucked up. All the people are fucked up. A mental disorder, that's what they got.
Palmer finds Watkins. Watkins.
Oh, yeah, they all go fucking bananas. Look at them.
In a string of dramatic victories, but their manager
So they scored. So fucking what? I mean, who cares?
I'm not a believer in fairy tales, but I am a believer in
Kids
dreams.
with fucking the British flag on their
You have to make
cheeks
those things happen. And,
relating to football and all this bullshit. I mean, what the fuck?
The run that we've had, the late goals, the penalties, that doesn't equate to us. You know, it being our moment. We have to make it happen tomorrow.
And among the good luck messages for Southgate's players was one from the Prince of Wales. "We are so proud of you all," he said. "Just one last push to finish the job."
Well, this stadium has seen its fair share of.
I could never be proud of the fucking football players and all that, and the fans and all that bullshit. I mean, what the
Generations
fuck?
of fans have never seen them win a major men's tournament. Is that finally about to change?
Ever since that iconic World Cup win in 1966, England have had hard luck stories, penalty shootout agonies,
I reckon it's a joke. Football is fucking crazy.
and countless disappointments.
This is surely as bad as it's ever been for England.
I don't want to keep watching this shit.
But after all those years of glory is now within their grasp. Andy Swift, BBC News.
I'll be slacking you off forever, mate. I'll tell you now.
And our sports editor, Dan Road, is in Berlin for us tonight as well. And Dan, those England players could become the history boys tomorrow night.
Absolutely, Ben, yes. And the tens of thousands of England fans, some of whom you may be able to hear near our position in the centre of Berlin, will be desperately hoping that they seize the opportunity that they've got. This is, after all, one of the most important, significant moments in the history of English sport, because, of course, it is the first time that a senior men's England side has contested a major final overseas. If the last Euros final 3 years ago is anything to go by, then more than 30 million people could be set to tune in, making it one of the biggest moments in British TV.
Yeah, 30 million
as well. But
wankers.
of course,
Yeah, all going crazy over football. Well, you don't fuck off. I don't give a fuck.
That 58-year long wait for silverware. If they do it, it'll be a moment cherished by generations to come. Look, Ben, I mean, whatever happens, Southgate's legacy as the man who breathed new life into the national team, for so long a symbol of sporting underachievement, is secure. But what he must now do is try and work out a way to beat a very impressive Spain side, the team of the tournament, quite frankly. And if he can do that, if his side can show the resilience and those flashes of brilliance that have got them this far in this campaign, then maybe in perhaps his last match in charge, they can go all the way and end that long, long wait.
Let's hope so. Dan, thank you very much indeed. Well, fans and businesses...
We need to get that shit off the fucking TV, you know. Take it off the radio and off the telly, right, and let people calm down and relax and be happy, you know, and not excited and go bananas over a fucking football. I reckon they're fucking shit, really. All these people who get that fucking excited over football have got a mental disorder.
With many planning where they'd be for this historic moment.
Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, we have to watch the England final. It's nothing else but the England final. Popcorn, Prosecco's, football.
And excitement spread all along the high street. At the bagel shop, football has been on the
Fuck
menu
the
since
football.
start.
Fuck
Going well
the
with
football.
It's sort of a German theme, the talk about it, the atmosphere about it. It's been bumping up our normal business.
What a bunch of wankers.
And England
Fuck
on
me.
games
Look at the
success,
wankers.
even given
There's all the wankers. Look, about 30 million of the
On
fuckers.
Thursday for the semi-final, and we already had to order
I'm a piano man.
a load of t-shirts after the semi-final.
At the Keys pub, they were putting the final touches to the decor and are expecting a full house tomorrow night.
We've got loads of bookings. The phone's non-stop. Have you got any tables? Can I book a table?
So yes, we expect it to be very.
Yeah, look at that fucking
The
alcohol.
customers are in a positive mood too.
We've got to the final. What more can anybody else got?
It's got to be.
Just waiting for all these cunts to get fucking drunk now. That's it.
Journey for them, and I think it'd be really great to watch them win.
Spirits and hopes are high here and across the country that the players can do exactly what the
I'd
song
never
says.
sing that song. They can all fuck off. Simple as that.
BBC News, Yarn.
Okay, with a look at all the rest of the sports news now, here's Chesson, who's at Wimbledon.
I am Ben. Thank you. Good evening. For the 7th time in a row, we have a new Wimbledon women's singles champion. That is Barbora Krejcikova, who beat Italy's Jasmine Paolini in 3 sets. And we've had British success too for Henry Patton in the men's doubles. Our sports news correspondent Laura Scott reports.
How best to highlight the disbelief of a dream coming true.
I'll tell you what, actually, all these ladies playing football, years. I mean, well, it's only been recent. It's crazy, really. This is tennis. This is tennis.
The late champion Yana Novotná, and that she did. A formidable first set. She was halfway there. But here came the Italian pocket rocket, Jasmine Paolini, launching herself back into contention. She's electric. But Krejcikova held off her charge, clinching the championship at the 3rd time of asking. After a gripping contest, a warm embrace, and there was no doubting who this was for.
I never really dreamed of that I would win the same trophy as Yana did in 1998. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now I'm standing here and I'm a winner.
A poignant moment of reflection for one not here but here in spirit, for a rousing reception for another Czech champion.
Champions don't come much more unexpected than Britain's Henry Patton. He was unknown and unseeded, but not entirely unfamiliar with these grounds. He spent his summers as a statistician on these outside courts, but this was his shot at glory on the biggest stage of all.
In a tussle that couldn't have been closer,
That's all right.
their
That's pretty cool.
partnership was tested. So were their reflexes.
No.
But he and Finland's Harri Heliövaara staged the most thrilling of comebacks. You said it. Wow. A world away.
My dad, right, he worked for British Rail. He actually said to me, Gordon, do you have to buy and sell pianos? It's gonna mess you up. You're gonna have backaches and all sorts. I know I'll get backaches, but the romance behind selling the piano was great. All the families, all happy, all playing music was great.
Lapcorn expressed his frustration about a delay when the umpire had to check whether the match would be decided by a tiebreak or a 3rd set.
I might not have no medals or certificates or anything, but that's just, that's the way it is, I suppose. I never did pay tax. Maybe the authorities and all the official bodies never knew me to be the piano man because I was never fucking acknowledged as working.
The Irish have won in South Africa, and Miyuki's finishes 1-1. Meanwhile, England
I had a big bundle of receipts, books filled up with people, all these families in my books, in my receipt books, and all in the bin. That's it, because I got called to come down to the job centre on a fraud case, and they didn't do much. I mean, and I'd already thrown all the receipts in the bins. So I could never get clocked as someone who's making a lot of money. Well, I never did make a lot of money, to be honest, but I did sell a lot of pianos.
But what does Keir Starmer plan to do with all that power? And forget the election. What about that other big contest? Of course, we'll be on the ground in Germany too. And a musical treat to close us out with the sensational Nicola Benedetti. See you at 9 tomorrow morning, right here on BBC One.
Yes, do join Laura tomorrow. That's it from me. Good night.
Good evening. To say today's temperatures were a bit disappointing is quite an understatement, particularly in parts of northeast England. where we only got to 12 degrees. That's a more typical temperature for April than for July. And we've had cloud, we've had outbreaks of rain. In fact, some heavier rain now pushing back into the southeast of Scotland and the northeast of England. That wet weather overnight, some places seeing 20 to 30 millimetres of rain on top of what has already been a very wet start to July. Elsewhere, some clear spells around, a little bit of mistiness, quite a chilly night down towards the south. But here, southern England, South Wales will start tomorrow with some sunshine. Northern England starting with cloud and some increasingly light and patchy rain through the day. Northern Ireland not looking too bad. Sunny spells, just a bit more cloud into the afternoon. And most of Scotland will see some sunshine, albeit with just 1 or 2 sharp showers in central parts. Now, the sunshine will make all the difference tomorrow. 21 degrees in Glasgow, 14 in a rather cloudy Aberdeen. Now, most of the showers, I think, will fade tomorrow evening. Bit of late sunshine here and there, largely dry for Sunday night. But
I'm going to try and I'm going to get on X and I'm going to try and
from the southwest, and we could see some heavy and possibly thundery rain.
Well, I don't know.
Then deeper into the week, it stays pretty unsettled. Some rain at times, but towards the south and the east of the UK, it may turn just a little drier and warmer for a time. Good night.
Discover unique stories.
Experts back to save treasured objects.
He looks absolutely fantastic now.
Britain's biggest paranormal podcast is going on a road trip. Oh my god, we've summoned something from this board. Mum had an eye on the future all the time. She wanted science to find a solution to Alzheimer's disease.
Only on the BBC. Watch on iPlayer, listen on Sounds.
For the fastest way to follow UEFA Euro 2024, download the BBC Sport app, see all the goals, sign up for alerts, and get involved. Download the BBC Sport app this summer.
I don't have boundaries. You are in a lot of debt. Mom, I'm surprised. I'm open for bookings.
Enjoy, right?
You're a nomad, Mia. What kind of modern job is this?
So many questions.
Sven. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
2 words. Blowing up.
This is hard work, long hours, high pressure. You're in over your head. We'll make it whatever it takes. People's lives are at stake.
We are so dead.
Explosive US drama. Watch now on BBC iPlayer.
All of Smallville comes together to view Meteor Shower in the series finale of Superman and Lois in 45 minutes. With Act 2 of our brand new drama first, High Country contains some strong language.
The search continues here in the High Country. The victim has been identified as missing Melbourne woman Jean Grierson, a 66-year-old retiree who disappeared while hiking the Mount Buller to Stirling Trail 4 months ago. Her deep
This comes on the heels of the death of Melbourne obstetrician Dr. Patrick Haber.
My wife on the trail.
In case.
You think whoever killed her moved the body?
I move it, not bury it.
Maybe they were counting on it being eaten.
Or they wanted it to be found.
I'm joined by Assistant Commissioner Joe Kramer from Melbourne. This is the second death in the area in recent days. Are you surprised by this turn of events?
This incident occurred 4 months ago. It's completely unrelated to the events surrounding Dr. Haber.
Sure, but if we go back 12 months ago, what about the missing man Michael Novak? You're concerned that perhaps he'd been met with foul play?
I'm not here to speculate.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Marion Young reporting from the small high country town of Broken Ridge, where it turns out pitching a tent on a picturesque bluff could be the last thing you ever...
Okay, thanks. Coroner said the weapon was a 37mm hunting knife with a serrated top edge. They found the broken tip lodged in the victim's collarbone.
Must have been cheap, no? Okay, well, let's get your psychic into question.
I reckon we need more before we let on he's a suspect.
Heads up.
Hi, Andy.
Morning, man. How are you, Joe?
Good, thanks. How's the family settling
Yeah, good.
in? Because I want you to head this up.
What? Sergeant Whitford has no local knowledge.
Your local knowledge didn't help you find the woman's body, did it, Steve? Give Andy anything she needs.
Another coffee would be nice, Stephen.
There's woods. A forest. It's dark. You're trapped in them.
Is this another metaphor? Are you telling me I'm still not out of the woods? If it's about money, I'm taking steps to remedy that. Hire a bookkeeper.
There's a shadow over there, some kind of dark cloud, like a threat. Is anyone making threats against you?
Oh, there was a guy. I had to scare him off with my shotgun.
Jesus, Rose.
If it's him, I can deal with it.
I'm sorry, that's all I can tell you for now.
What should I do?
Keep that shotgun handy. You seen the news? Pretty incredible, don't you think? Where they find her? I saw that drawing. In the dark hollow of a tree on the Black Horse Trail, right near two rivers converging. What? No, that was about the missing doctor. You put her there, didn't you, Damien? You killed her. Undumped her body just like you did with young Luke. No, I didn't. Then how did you know she was there?
So much for a change of pace.
I hear the assistant commissioner came up. Did you put you in charge?
Yeah.
Figured you would. You do know he did it, don't you? Balls on that guy.
I need to pick your brains. How long did you spend on the Grierson case before you closed it?
Oh, 2 months.
And you didn't find anything to suggest Damien might have been involved?
Any woman?
No thanks. What about her family, friends, contacts, anyone that sticks out as having a possible motive?
She's a single woman. Recently retired, lived alone. We checked her background, connections. 0 rabbit holes. Case was a dead end. Classified misadventure.
As an experienced hiker, been coming up here for years.
You step off that trail, you get lost in 5 minutes. Doesn't matter who you are.
Except she didn't get lost. Why would Damien come forward now? Particularly after what happened with Luke Sampson.
Ego. Wants to insert himself into the investigation. That's how these fuckers get their kicks. I confronted him with it, but he's so full of
What do you mean you confronted him with it?
About that drawing.
When?
Just now. Pretend he didn't know what I was talking about.
That's great, Sam. My one advantage was he didn't know that his drawing led us to the discovery of the body.
The only way to deal with his bullshit is to confront him head on. I know this fella, Andy. I've been on his tail for 5 years.
That's not a crime board. That's an obsession. You're supposed to be retired. For God's sake, go fish.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hi, Rizzo.
Just had a call from Brian Harris, Sarge. Says his wife Claire went on a trail ride with his sister, but a horse came home without her. Has he talked to the sister?
I don't know.
How long's she been gone?
4 days.
What? And Haven was on the loose.
Harris is pretty upset.
Okay, go get the statement and find out what's going on.
Harris was right too much.
Just get the statement, Reza.
What's the diagnosis? From what I can see, not good. We lost a lot of income over the last few years. I hope it's not that bad. Well, I have a suggestion. You have this sort of extra income from the colleges. You could charge a lot more for them. Double the rate even. I couldn't do that. Might help you claw back some of the losses. I want it to be affordable, so everyone can enjoy it. That's nice, but it won't do you any good if you go broke. Don't look so worried. We've been here before. Something always turns up. Right now, that's lunch. That's a bit of a walk, but trust me, it's worth it. Oh, that's okay. I thought you'd like it. Hi, guys. That's Robbie and Tim. They're from Melbourne. They're at the small cottage a couple of times a year. I love being able to offer space to artists. God knows the art community's done it tough. That's why I keep the rates low, to support them. I have a confession. I was curious, so I Googled you. That's why you know all about perspective. That's a long time ago. This is perfect. The big cottage is free. I don't have any other bookings. You could use it as a studio, free of charge. There's even some canvases. Thanks, but I don't paint anymore.
Hey, Damien.
There it is. Hey, Rosie, how's school going?
Good. How you going with your appeal?
Well, I'm waiting on a letter as we speak. My lawyer told me to expect something this week.
Good luck. I hope they give you your job back.
Thanks, Denise. Bye, Daisy.
Bye.
What do you got?
Owen Cooper was doing some maintenance up in Newman's Hut and found this gear, including Claire Harris's jacket.
You son of Claire?
Well, Brett's gone up there to have a look around for her. Harris spoke to Claire's sister. She didn't know anything about a trail ride. Hasn't spoken to Claire in a few weeks.
When did you say Harris last saw his wife?
Well, Claire left home on Saturday, the morning after Sam's retirement bash.
She got all this on Friday. From Damien Stark.
Oh, that'd be right. You never know when he's going AWOL.
Has he closed a lot?
Yeah, shits me.
What about Saturday?
No, the bugger was shut. Useless prick. Hey, Sarge.
You up at the hut?
Yeah. We're about to head out for general search.
I want you to secure the site.
Why?
In case it turns into a crime scene.
What?
Harris there?
Yeah.
Don't say anything to him.
Who's that?
Rajival.
Who's he?
He's a chieftain of the Gormangle.
What does he do?
Well, he was once a wizard, but he pledged his soul to the Bedlam gods in exchange for increased magical power.
How many points is he?
50.
How come?
He's a special knight. He's ruthless and feared. Not just because of his great skill in combat, but also because of his magical weapon.
Where is it?
It's a secret weapon. He keeps it under his cloak.
Can I see it?
Well, I can't show you out there. We don't want everyone to see it.
Hayden!
What do you think you're doing? You, stay away.
away from my kid. You lay a finger on him, I will rip your fucking head off.
You boys know where Damien Starkle is?
Yeah,
Thanks. G'day, mate.
G'day.
I went to your shop, but it was shut.
Business was slow. I decided to take the afternoon off. Why didn't you tell me I was right? My vision?
You said it was about Haven War. You gave me this map. You sat in my office and you drew this. And that's where I found her body, right where you said it would be.
I took a risk moving forward. I thought that maybe you'd be different, not like some people in this town who treat me like a criminal. Human feces in my post box.
Why do you stay?
My lawyer said it wouldn't be a good look if I left town. I'm about to get a decision on my appeal to the Department of Education. I've been fighting them for 5 years. I just want my job back.
Okay. I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove yourself.
Hey,
You're talking to me now.
what?
I texted you. You ghosted me.
I had an issue with my phone.
Well, what are you doing now?
I'm gonna hang with the River Kids. You can join if you want.
Okay.
What's she doing here? She's with me. No. The cop's daughter, dickhead. Killed the rep. Can't piss off, Scrub. Put your head in, Finster. Way cooler than you anyway. Okay. Well, if you want to hang with us, you gotta pass the test.
Test? What sort of test?
Rose, you there? I'm just heading off. You there, Rose? The old days. My husband, Jean-Pierre, we leased this place in 72 with a few friends. It was our dream to create a haven for artists to live and work. We saw ourselves as the new Heidi.
Were you an artist?
Oh, no. My role was to inspire and provoke. Back then I was considered quite the muse. It was all very idealistic. Those were the happiest years of my life. Now my life is growing fruit. Guess you got to live the dream for a while. I'm off.
Okay.
Well, I'll be feeling a lot better once we get this show on the road.
Yeah, right. Thanks for coming.
It's okay, love. We'll find your mum.
Thanks everyone for coming. If you could take a seat, we'll get started. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Detective Sergeant Andy Whitford. And the purpose of this meeting is to upscale the search for Claire